Starting.
And we're live. Well, several months ago in real time, but minutes ago in D&D time, the party found himself in the Neverwinter catacombs, where they explored tunnels and eventually encountered some wards that were weird looking. And maybe they had something to do with Sestagorian. Maybe I just wrote that down. But I remember them having to do with the band Earth, Wind, and Fire and shooting lightning, and it was not good. But inside of the room, once we finally realized which song we needed to sing to open said wards, we discovered a series of elementary cubbyholes, all of which had words in them. And it was a 5x3 system of cubbyholes. Create, destroy, change, no? Question mark. Body, mind, animal, air, question mark. Magic, plant, earth, fire, water. And they all had various things in them. We won't get into that now, but Fear drank one of them. It was labeled mind. Who knows what it did? He doesn't. And then they went back out and somehow ended up in the Scar region of Neverwinter. The party rediscovered the Temple of Machina and was confused because it didn't seem to conflate directly to any of the timelines where they'd been in it before. Then they left, and they ended up in a graveyard. They went to the Temple to Agma, and I think they asked some questions and got some heals. And then they went to the... No, first they went to the Temple of Timora and got healed. Then they went to the Temple of Agma to talk about knowledge. And when we last met them, they had just met with Sister Mara. And she had directed them to a place where they were resting in the temple. I'm pretty sure they had offered some serious information about things and stuff, but that wasn't worth writing down. They did certainly offer her a sweet picture of a dog, though, and she was super interested. And yeah, now we're waking up.
I think that was pretty much perfect, except her name was Nora.
Oh, well, it's kind of an in-looking thing. That was my second guess.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm so sorry. I'll never take notes again.
I was going to say, you're forbidden to take notes for at least the next few months.
Dang it. Banished from the party. No.
Salute.
And I will point out that both Andy and Carl were going to send me an email. I'm waiting on that.
What was the topic of this email supposed to be?
You both something about possibly wanting to do something during the night. Whether
sleep?
We had talked about you might want to go. Being back in Neverwinter, you might want to go do night things, but instead you slept.
Yes, I did. Oh, I was tired, you know.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Best laid plans and all that.
Of men and halflings.
And gadabouts.
This one is.
Are we even convinced halflings are a separate race? Aren't they just short humans?
Oh, they're just short humans.
Wow, you know that's and I've heard that way too much. Just let it slide. No, we're a separate race.
Wow. That means we can be prejudicial against them.
I really don't believe that that's true. I think they're just short people. Because if anyone can remember that 80s song, Short People.
Yep. Got no reason.
Oh, I'm not alone in this? Go, Ken. Do it.
Well, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I was proving my age. That was it.
It's okay.
Randy Newman? Is that right?
Randy Newman is dead. I don't think that's accurate.
He wasn't in the 80s.
Right. So, as we were saying, you wake up. You've had your first really good, restful sleep in memory.
Hot minutes.
That's my job, was to tell you what happened. Y'all have to react to that in some way. Yes. That's the player DM contract.
feel like I had an accent, but I don't remember what it was.
It was Scottish, and
Yeah.
I'm very.
None of that Sean Connery Scottish though.
Yeah. What was happening?
Not Spanish.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
It could have been this.
But clearly your mind has been affected by your imbibing of random things off a shelf. Okay. But you're all awake. In the Temple of Agma, one of you was being scheduled for experimentation.
Probably this one.
No,
It might have been me.
that would be him.
Lord, this accent. It's just going to move around.
Very agile accent.
Well, do what we can. Oh, I feel like I also had like things to tell him or something. But I don't remember what.
Did it have to do with the cubby holes?
I mean, I think I told him something about the potion that I took.
You
And
did?
maybe about the cubby holes. But did I offer them knowledge about Dargonian and Sestagorian and...
I don't believe you did.
Ah, well. I probably will.
On account of-
What's that?
I said, on account of the potion, he's going to be divulging all of his darkest secrets.
Exactly.
Culminating in his
And
own demise.
Also becoming Scottish.
Yeah, he's always been Scottish.
I thought he was more of an Irish lilt.
But you know,
Who
usually.
really knows? Who really knows?
Yep.
It's all the same accent, right?
It's close.
Kind of like halflings are just short humans. You're absolutely right.
I mean, that's a scientific fact.
That's-
There have been studies.
Not peer-reviewed studies. You can't just put it in a journal and say it's a study.
If you put it in a peer-reviewed journal, you can.
You can't just paste it into a peer.
Wait,
Here,
Look, it's right here. Halflings are a case of island dwarfism. It's been proven.
Island dwarfism. Well, I'm not from an island. I'm from a hill.
Right, but in your far past, you probably are from an island. Look, you never even wear shoes. Like an island bum.
Wow, that's also super racist. Of course, you're not even looking at my feet. I am wearing shoes right now.
Those aren't shoes. Those are more like little sandal things that flop and flip when you walk.
Leather bound.
Look, your armor. It's got palm trees on it.
I don't wear armor,
It's made of leather.
which you don't have on islands because there are no.
Yeah, but they got palm trees, which you've got emblazoned on your leather right there.
I do not.
It's right there for all of us to see.
Okay, it's because I took it off a guy that I stole it from. Okay, it's not my armor.
Pretty convincing case. Look, the peer-reviewed journal's got a picture. It looks just like you.
Did you draw a picture of me and put it into the journal?
I certainly did not. Does that look like my drawings?
Yes. It looks exactly like your drawings.
Are you saying all dwarf artists look the same?
No, I'm saying you've got a very
developed eye.
style that matches what's in this peer-reviewed journal.
All right. Whilst this is all going on, Tristan isn't there for all this banter.
Shocker! Shocker, Kristen isn't there. I also listened to a couple seconds of the last superhero thing, and anyone like to guess which superhero
Isn't there?
was not the best of them during most of the session?
I have no idea. I have no idea what superhero.
You have no idea. Okay, good.
But it's not even that. There's a reason he's not there, for like a really valid one this time.
Talking
He's
about
off and he's trying to summon a Tressum. That's what he's trying to do right now.
just
And
some
I want
sort
to
of
get that.
cat.
So whatever you need me to do for that cat, I will try to do that.
I think you've suffered long enough. Summon away.
Okay.
Unless you'd like me to make it more arduous, I can do that if you'd like.
Whatever you wanted to do to me, kid, I'll take it, buddy.
You told Carl that you wouldn't, though, and he was going to marry you.
Let's be specific. You, me, Andy, and Nathan would totally marry him because getting the rights of flight.
That doesn't matter, but Corey said there's one thing he wouldn't do. So, I mean, I don't see why we would. So, anyhow, yes, Corey, you're successful in your.
Who's talking?
Was that the voice of your
Sorry,
son?
I'm in the kitchen getting food, so I'll mute again.
I want some food. What? You got some food?
I mean,
Child's voice.
no, pasta and beef. You don't want it.
You got food, thereby allowing you to summon your Tressum. It came the scent of food.
What are we doing exactly? I'm very confused.
As far as I know, I'm gonna take a little GM fiat. The three of you have gone to breakfast and are debating the origins and other and sundry facts about halflings.
Nice.
Debate?
And Irish / Scottish / etc. dwarves. While Tristan is elsewhere trying to find a stray cat.
Well, this one is sitting at breakfast, wondering why we're sitting at breakfast. But if there's any food that this one can have, this one will eat it.
It's actually appropriate lizard person breakfast items.
You what now?
There are appropriate lizard folk breakfast items.
Again, this one is just like gobbling up whatever's on the table in a lizard kind of way. You're like,
You know, a lot of times you look and you kind of have to figure out, do I want to eat this or not? But in this case, there's actually things that you would like to have for breakfast.
Yeah, like literal ants on a log.
No, there's no wandering. It's a lizard. It's eating everything. Unless someone stops him.
No one seems to be stopping you.
Right.
Not even people or anything.
All the things are going down this one's throat. Unless somebody stops him. By somebody, I mean
Nope.
any of you.
Well, they can't. Well, Tristan's not there, so he's not going to stop you.
That's
Yeah,
good.
He's busy talking about the intricacies of halfling, derivation. So you're good. Feast away.
If anyone gets in his way at that point, he might bite them. Who knows?
Nobody's getting in the way.
Okay, so this one is eating.
Yep.
Well, we established what everyone's doing. When you're done doing and would like to do something different, we can evaluate at that point.
This one will finish eating after he has eaten profusely, and will then stand up and look around because this one is very confused about his environment, and he's going to look around. What does he see?
You're in a decent-sized, common eating area.
This one wants to look for an exit. Is there an exit?
There are 3 exits.
Yeah. He's going to take the closest and just literally look at party members and then depart.
Okay.
So whichever closest,
Yep.
whichever the closest version of an exit is what he's going to take.
All right. What are the other two doing? Do you
And so that's
I mean-
why you're clearly just a short human.
None of those. That you just repeated the same thing over and over.
Read the article. Read the article.
It's just.
You'll find it compelling.
I don't have time to go through and debunk this poorly researched article that you copied and pasted into a journal.
It's called printing.
And
it's nice that you think that I'm that smart that I would be the printer here, but I don't actually own a press.
I can see the paste sticking out the side of where you pasted it onto the journal.
That's paper, my lad.
It's on top of the paste, yes.
And while having that debate, we'll have gotten up and walked and gone to whatever our appointment with Sister Nora is. Because this conversation's not ending anytime soon.
So as they depart the building, Kristen walks up and there is a winged cat on his shoulder.
Oh,
What's up, guys?
Thank God. Maybe you can help. All right. Can you please tell Fear that halflings are not just short humans?
Of course they are.
God damn it.
Science is conclusive. I think you've just been in the backwoods for too long.
Even that's what they say up in up there. What are you talking about? You all derive from humans.
An Ogman priest walks by and says, "He's probably just been on the island too long."
Look, we're clearly in the wrong time stream. I don't know what version of reality we're in. This is not the one I'm from. Where I'm
Well,
from,
then what are you in that reality?
a halfling, which is a separate thing from. It's like saying that dwarves are fat halflings.
No one would
They
say
are.
Now he's just being racist. You don't even get your own
Okay,
name as a race. You're halflings. Half small humans.
Yes, half the size of a human.
Are you even half the size?
Right.
Of certain humans,
Like, which ones?
the ones that
Really
are
short ones.
6.
I don't know. It seems like a very derivative name for you not to be a derivative species.
It's. I mean, wait. What do you think dwarf means?
A dwarf means stolid, trustworthy, gold hungry.
No. Let's go back into the temple. We'll find a dictionary, and I want you to read the definition of dwarf.
Drunken short man.
It's not. It's a diminutive version of something, such as humans. So unless you're saying you're the same as me, Fear, I think you need to reevaluate your peer-reviewed journal article.
No? No, I suppose there are dwarf humans. But the secondary definition, as a legendary being who is usually misshapen and ugly and skilled as a craftsman, fits me to a T. I also enjoy the definition as a star of ordinary or low luminosity and relatively small mass and size. I think also very apropos to myself.
So you're not very bright?
Well, I'm
He's a
probably
very
not
dim
like
star.
you. Humble would be another word to describe me. I'm the most humble.
Out of who?
Well, everyone.
The sample group.
That might be true.
But when you're
Don't
talking
you have a
about
place-
halflings,
don't
it's
you have a place to be?
small sample size.
What did the giggling monk just say?
Yeah, I feel like I missed something.
I said, when referring to dwarves and halflings, it's a small sample size. See? So anyhow,
And you know what they say about small sample sizes? They're not statistically relevant.
They are not. It's just a tease.
oh, there they are now. Welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention as we were walking around. Where are we at now?
Well, you're in the hall here, but I'm assuming you were looking for Sister Nora.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sent us to fetch you.
Oh, thank God.
Huzzah!
So, I assume everything was met your expectations last night. You were all well.
Very comfortable bed.
I'm glad. So, yes, it's just down here around the corner. She looks at the rest of you. Will you be staying for the experiment?
I would love to see this.
Very good. Very good.
Is the experiment going to be painful?
It depends on how the experiment goes. The initial parts will be quite harmless, quite painless.
How much
Can you make it that way?
I'm sorry.
How much do I have to pay to make it painful? Interesting, I guess.
I believe you're at the wrong temple for.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was at the temple of someone else. You're right. I'm so sorry. Please accept my apologies.
You need to apologize to me. I mean, nothing, neither here nor there to me. I'm just saying, if that's what you're looking for, you might want to go to Lothar or one of the other temples. Could probably help you with that a bit more. But
I mean, I am one of the hill people. I might need to go check out Lothar.
Hill people? I thought you were from the islands.
Islands or Highlands?
Islands.
Yeah,
that's racist trash. That's not true. That's not a thing.
Shirt. If you want people to say it, take off the damn shirt.
What? Sorry, there was a lot of talking there. I couldn't catch any of it.
I thought the dwarf might be from the Highlands based on his accent.
That's higher London than him, but it's the shirt, Mort. He's getting confused because you keep wearing those floral prints.
Well, they make me feel happy. Okay.
That's fair. I mean, I like them, but I think you shouldn't be debating the whole island thing if you're going to insist on that particular.
I thought your people were all made happy by tiny bubbles.
I mean, I also like tiny bubbles. I mean,
in the wine,
I contain so many. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Are you going to quote Walt Whitman?
I don't know what he would. What did Walt Whitman say?
That he was large and contained multitudes.
That's it.
Yep. You're not very big, though.
Well, yeah, the large part, no. But I do contain multitudes. They're just very tiny multitudes.
Right, yeah. There's a tree there and a tree there.
No, trees are not multitudes.
I mean, there's more than one of them. It's a print.
That's a fair point.
At this point, they lead you into the room where you see Sister Nora, along with several other priestly types. They have several tomes spread out about on a table. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Not to be brusque or abrupt, but could you do you mind summarizing again for my my colleagues what happened here? What happened? What your situation was?
Sure. So then I'll re-describe the 5x3 shelf. Go in depth with lots of things. Drinking, mind. which was a glass beaker with a wisp of something in it. Also a picture of a dog, just in case that's important.
Let's see. And where was this?
In the Undercity, near the Scar. You go down past the Temple of Machina, take a sharp left.
Right about there.
Then there's some catacombs.
It
Had
is
an inscription and it looked like this, and then I'll draw the inscription, which included those variant wards for Earth, Wind, and Fire, and their 4th and 5th member.
Water and heart.
Probably heart, definitely.
Yeah, we're crazy for you. Does Sister Nora look like an old person? Is she an old woman?
She's probably in her early 40s.
Sister?
Yes.
You seem to be a learned woman. Is that correct?
As are all we learn as much as we can. Yes.
So we've been having a debate today, and I'd like to squash it. So, are gnomes small? Sorry, are halflings just small humans? Or are they their own race?
Yeah.
Well, the peer-reviewed scholarly journals seem to disagree on this point.
Oh. So then I guess you two can just do this forever, and it'll still be comical the whole time.
I mean, it feels like it's going to get old after not too much longer.
Absolutely,
like
but I just
one more session.
But that's pretty much par for the campaign. We're good to go on that.
Absolutely.
So, viewer expects.
I just wanted to know. Go ahead. Thank you for helping me with that.
All right. Wish I could be more of more help. Though, if you ask people here in the temple, I'm sure each of them will be happy to share their opinion with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, not right this moment, as we have.
No. I would love to see this experiment you're going to do on a dwarf here. It's going to be phenomenal.
So, let's begin with just a few questions, if we may.
Ask away.
Do you just describe how, if in any way, you feel differently than you did before you imbibed this substance, we'll say?
Well, I feel rested, which is a new thing, but that might just been the beds. You've got lovely mattresses here. I suppose the biggest change would be something in maybe the frontal section of my cranium here. It just feels slightly weightier than it had in the past. And I've noticed, as I've been talking to my small human friend here, that the patterns in his armor are slightly more distinct than they were when I went to bed last night. The trees look a little more robust. The foliage looks a little bit more realistic than it did before. I also did all the puzzles at the breakfast table in record time. You know, the little square one where you put the numbers in, and the similar one with the words that you put out. That's about it.
Were you able, in general, to do them before, but just less quickly?
Oh yeah, I used to do them all the time, but it took a little longer. It didn't seem quite so obvious. There was a little more fun involved. It didn't seem like the answers were just there on the page to be filled in.
I see. Okay. And you're a cleric? Is that correct?
A wizard?
A wizard. Oh.
Sure.
Have you had any changes there? Any
No spells seemed to drop last night. Everything where it should be pretty much.
Interesting. Have you actually performed any magic?
Now that you mention it, I haven't today.
Well, since you imbibed this substance.
I'm not sure that I have then either. Honestly, it's a little hazy before the lovely mattress of the last night. So he's just gonna press to digitate real quickly and snap his fingers and a light will appear.
All right. Doesn't seem any different.
All right. Oh, seems fairly normal.
Well, maybe how long ago was it?
Oh, it was about looks at his wrist. I'd say it's been about 30 hours.
All right. Let's do you mind if we cast a few spells just to get a baseline of what we're working with here?
Oh, not at all. I'd appreciate it if you narrate as you go. It's always interesting to learn how other people work.
Sure.
Haven't had much chance to observe clerics before.
So, the first thing we want to do is again, just to set a baseline. If you could take any magical items you have on your person and give them to one of your friends for safekeeping for a few moments, that might help us.
All right.
Sure. What do you got?
Just gonna hand his pack to Mort and then drop his armor, which is heavier than Mort is, on Mort as well.
Yeah.
And then drop his axe on top of that.
Okay, so I am immobilized. I'll spend the next 10 to 20 minutes trying to lift these things off of me.
All right, so
after watching Mort struggle for a little while, Tristan will help him.
You set aside your pack, your axe, and your armor.
Yep.
Okay.
And what is the thing of reading? Is it a magical horn or is it a ring? I can't remember.
Oh, it's a ring.
Okay, it was just placed on. Right. So I'll put that in my pack as well. And anything else I might happen to have that.
So you're implying that Fear might remember a little better than you what.
I am implying very much that Fear would remove all of his magical items as requested.
All right. So first we're just gonna do a simple detect magic. And they pull out a rod that looks very much like one that one of you now has. Whoever had Huckle's wand of magic detection.
That was
like one of the newer models.
And we kind of look at each other strangely. And you're sure you're not under the effect of any spells at this moment, right?
Nope, none at all.
Well, we can take, first of all, you do have a fairly potent mystic aura about you. Which obviously would not be expected from. As a matter of fact, see, so Tristan, this one.
I don't know. Is he in here?
Oh, that's right. He's not there.
He ran out.
No, he's here. No, he's here.
No, I'm back.
Okay. They look over at you and they say, would you mind helping us with our experiment here?
This one, but is always willing to
Wonderful, wonderful. Would you similarly place all of your magic accoutrements? Give them to your two friends there for safekeeping for a few minutes.
Okay. I'm muted.
Is that a yes?
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
I'm not sure what's happening.
I presume you do so.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. So you're good. Good. We should have thought of that before. Should have had a comparison case. So good. 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 Yes. Yes. Certainly. Yes. You've got a dweomer of some sort upon you. It appears to be alteration or transmutation. It's difficult to tell. It's usually a good deal clearer.
This one has no name, but is willing to help.
You're helping very well. This one, correct? This one? Yes, yes, this one. You're being extremely helpful. For right now, if you could just stand there a bit longer, we will. You'll be very, very helpful.
Lots of hissing, lots of like tonguing, because lizards. All these things happen.
All right.
Yes. Whoever just did that. Yes.
So, none of the rest of you all have been traveling together for a while?
Feels like years. It's been like a month.
Okay, that's probably certainly before you imbibed this substance.
Correct.
More.
Okay.
So much.
So, could you I believe one of you mentioned earlier something about a different plane or a different timeline or something along those lines. Did I hear that correctly?
I mean, how long have you been there?
I'm going to assume that you guys were going to kind of just chit-chatting, without having to say every single word. So it's certainly possible that she could have overheard that.
As I was explaining that whatever universe we're in is not the one that I'm from, because halflings are not just island humans that have gotten short.
Lots of hissing. Lots of hissing.
But yeah, we've also been doing a lot of planar travel. And in every plane we've been to, offlanes, just short humans.
And yes, we could very much do that now, ma'am, if we needed to.
So much hissing.
Do what?
I believe we could travel to a different plane.
Right now?
Well, yeah, we kind of have a book and I've been able to make that happen. My name is Tristan, and I'm one of the Cardinals from Elysium. You know what I'm speaking of?
I know the Cardinals. Yes. I believe
Yes, I am.
Brother Tolman actually studied them a good bit. He may be interested in speaking to you later.
I would love to speak to him. I do serve them. But yes, we've certainly been to places that we can't explain of how we were there. And also that I was unable to talk to my patron, Taliesid. He's the leader of the Cardinals. And he looks
Go ahead.
over to because Lizard Man doesn't have any idea of this. Should we tell her about the other experience with the red guy?
Draconian?
Yeah.
I didn't remember him being red.
No, I'm talking about his son that, got eaten by the cat. And also, yes, but all of that.
Oh, keep going.
What guy? Lord.
So,
Oh yeah, I mean, there's also like an interplanar threat and all sorts of. If I may, will it interfere with your process if I grab one thing from my pack?
She just kind of make me a whatever perception, I guess.
I'm gonna percept nothing, but I will percept away. I believe that's a 15, but it might be a 14.
Close enough. Basically, she kind of gives you that, kind of glances at you and gives you that hand wave of, I've been distracted by something more interesting. Just go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
Cool. So he'll pull out the map thing and just kind of throw it on a table, all pulled out.
And she's looking at Tristan while you're doing that.
yeah, so we have spoken to, I guess he was a demigod or something. We had a member of our party who is since deceased, and it was his father. His name was Dargonian, I believe.
Targon?
Possible. Is that correct? There more.
D-A-R-G-H Onion.
Yeah, that. And he said that the end of the world is coming, but we were definitely not on. Like I said, we've been traveling by definite plans. It's been apparent now.
I'm sorry, I coughed right over.
And look, no, and then he would walk over to the map and he would go, and he'd point to the places that we've been that show on that map.
Where did you get this map?
There's a tower in a valley, and the valley had a name, and it was about gods and murdered gods and all sorts of great stuff. But that book seems to have been lost slightly.
Yes.
False.
Right. I think it was close to Candlekeep, or we went to Candlekeep after.
All right, but that was moving between planes. This was a world where the only thing that was left on the world was this tower in this valley.
Right, and the town that I'm from.
Yes, but the people in the town were normal.
No. The town where you're from was the plane previous to the one where we got to the tower. The tower involved some sort of planar transition.
I thought that was all the same. I thought that was all the same plane.
No, I think Fear is correct. That
potion must have really did a number on you.
Well, but as we said, ma'am, it's gotten very confusing for us. Of even where we are. Are we in Neverwinter?
Well, yes, of course. Where do you think you are?
Hey, what plane are we on?
Which Neverwinter?
Yes.
That's
Neverwinter, because I believe we've been to different iterations of Neverwinter on different planes, ma'am.
Really?
The question's not where, but when.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But I don't think that was really the question, but just wanted to ask time travel questions. I'm sorry.
So you've traveled through both dimensions and time?
Well, we've definitely traveled through space. I'm not sure that we've traveled through time. But maybe.
Then certainly dimensions and planes.
Which I think the terms are used interchangeably here.
Time.
Yes.
Make no senses.
And
We
the world?
we found this one actually in that tower. He was incarcerated, possibly.
Likes to think that there's no time. Times don't matter.
We don't know what he talks about quite often, ma'am. Sorry.
Right, but as near as we can tell, and
you can but figure them out. Carry on.
Fear will try to show her the iterations of the basic material plane where Neverwinter's in different states, and then also the tower, and then also the big demony island thing, and then also the Shadow Cat party.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about these Shadow Cats.
Well, they're not quite cats, and they're not quite shadows, but they do pack a hell of a bite.
Yeah, they're kind of
Yes,
all terrifying.
Yeah, and they killed our friend. Yeah, it's.
Aren't you trying to betray us at that time?
I mean, that's a strong word, but accurate.
Yeah, I was trying to save everything, and you guys didn't want me to. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Right. But yeah, they kill things. They absorb a lot of damage. We also have this book here, which is all about experimenting on the Shadow Cats, by that group, and so reveal Shadow Cat experiment book, where I believe it's like Shadow Cat versus Badger, Shadow Cat 1, Badger 0, Shadow Cat versus Lightning, Shadow Cat 1, Lightning 0. For pages and pages.
And nothing wins.
Yeah, I think there's something about radiant damage being like not quite a loser, like maybe it was a draw. And necrotic, if I remember. There were 2 damage types that were not the worst.
I believe you're correct.
As you can see, we're just a bundle of fucking riddles.
Well, we could resolve a few of those.
That would be wonderful.
Be delightful.
Was that evil laugh in-game or just your laugh?
That was my regular laugh with a little bit of a hoarse throat, I think.
Ah, well.
Very effective.
Could we get a cup of tea for Mistress Nora?
Okay, so you've obviously captured the attention of all of these Ogmans with various of these conundrums and enigmas that you have are carrying around with you.
Yep.
One of the other ones speaks up and says, you four are quite the intriguing lot. Are there other enigmas that you
There's a woman we traveled with for a very short amount of time. Haven't seen her in quite a while.
So you have disappearing people.
I don't even remember her name.
The gentleman who had the who used the magic detection device, he looks over at Mort. Says, could not help but notice when I when I was detecting your friends that
Yes.
have a darkness hovering over you. Is that something we should do?
A benevolent darkness?
Darkness. I made no judgment. I'm asking you. Are you aware of it? I guess is the first question.
I mean, I've noticed it a few times. It's been helpful, largely.
Okay, good.
He's been able to disappear from time to time, literally, or we can't see him.
Wasn't there also a weird time where the darkness like jumped out of him and had a dark friend and elementals?
Yes, it's
That's ringing a bell. I think there was
sounds fantastical.
Elementals.
Yeah. There's all sorts of enigmas. I think you're going to find more than we can easily get through. And they come so fast and furious. Some of us don't even have time to write about our experiences in our, dream journals or whatever type of diary we keep.
Excuse me. So I found perhaps if you would like some advice.
God, yes.
I have found that the best first step in handling one's enigmas is to see to it that they are annotated, so that you can see if perhaps any of them are intertwined, or if you see potential answers one while looking at another, you may find solutions to something you didn't even know you were working on. But and also, it allows you to choose which ones to focus on, which might make resolving them a little more efficient than they might otherwise be. So, you say that you've been traveling planar hopping.
Yeah, as close as I've been able to tell, that's what we've been doing.
And
this one wants to hiss profusely.
I again, no judgment, but do you even know which of you are from the same plane?
This one wants to try and eat Tristan. No, that's sorry.
I think.
So, as far as I can tell, and it's questionable, the short human's from one plane, I'm from another plane. The elfy thing is from the Guardinal land. And nobody's really sure about the lizard. He may be from mine, he might be from the short ones.
Lots of hissing. Sit.
I was born in the Feywild.
Nah. Oh crap! Oh no!
Very long story.
No, you're good.
I wonder if you are being pulled together from various planes for a purpose.
Oh, it all smacks of destiny. As you know, with the world in and events and all that, I mean, it's got the making of a good story.
Yeah. But you said, and you can tell her brain is just, when you see somebody, you just know that they're just jumping from topic to topic in their head. Things that just jump to the front. So you said that these shadow creatures killed one or more of your friends. Is that correct?
I mean, just one. But yeah.
Okay.
Killed him right dead.
What's that?
Killed him right dead.
How did you get away? How did you escape?
Well, we killed it right back.
Yeah, we killed it right back.
The Chicago way.
How we do things. Ah, I like that.
She's kind of sits down and kind of takes on a things. All right. So back to our original reason for being here. You took this vial from one of the 15 shells, is that right?
Correct.
And nobody else partook of any other.
I've got all the vials. We've got them packed up in the bag here.
Oh, you brought them. Oh.
Oh yeah, you got them all. I mean, the only one we drank was mine. And if you don't mind bringing me, 15 boxes, I can recreate it exactly for you.
I think we could do something along those lines. Yes, but perhaps not right this moment. I was just trying to make sure I understand. She kind of looks at the other acolytes in the room and says, then she looks back at you and says, "Are you in a great hurry? The group, you, not this individual. Are you in a great hurry to be moving on? There's something you need to do, somewhere you need to be."
And I will consult the large map and figure out which of the worlds we're on and how soon until it ends.
This one hisses at you profusely. Not you, but at the group.
At the female sheep in the room. Oh, it looks like we've got a few months here at least.
I don't think we need nearly that long. But I would like some time to confer with my my companions here. You're welcome to stay here if you'd like, or if there's something you need to do, welcome to do that. But if you could give us perhaps a day to kind of even figure out, you've given us so much information to figure out what we even need to do. That would be very helpful.
Sounds good.
You're of course.
I think there might be one last thing to add.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We were in Candlekeep at some point, and at a library.
Yes, the Library of Candlekeep. Yes, a great library.
Yeah. We were meant to have met a dragon of some sort.
Green.
The green. Yeah. We never did that.
I think we were kind of on our way, but we stopped here to heal.
It's Lady Venom Fang is not a friendly neighbor.
But he's not necessarily an unfriendly neighbor, right?
There are a few that venture into her woods that return.
Do you think she likes having her woods
disturbed?
She does put up those. It's expanding her walls.
Right. We were just kind of thinking that it might be time to start be gathering some powerful allies.
This one is offended. This one is offended by any flying lizards.
Well, this one would certainly offend you, I would think. She's claimed most all of the Neverwinter Wood, the western side. Last reports we had.
This one would like to destroy it.
The woods or the dragon? Just this one.
I'm sorry, Nathan, what?
The woods or the dragon?
One more time?
The woods or the dragon?
Oh, the dragon.
Oh.
No. Hissing. The dragon. It's been a long time coming, man. He says with several hisses. But I'm so sorry. I have to disappear. I'll be back.
Sure.
Power cords. You have to plug these damn stupid things in.
That's the word.
That's accurate.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
Oh, Andy.
But I thought that we should just give you that last tidbit. Thank you for your time, sister.
Oh, thank you. You've given us much knowledge and great value in that.
How much value? Like free healing value, or like gold monetary reward value? Like just curious what we're talking about.
That you require.
Cares should destroy large lizards.
What do you require?
I mean, I don't know. I had a goal in mind. I was working, saving some money up, and now I'm not sure that it's really a thing that I can do anything about anymore.
Or even relevant, right?
Wait, am I irrelevant? Of course not. I'm a short human. I mean, God damn it, Beard.
See, you even say it now. You believe it.
Can't argue with science. Unless your religion.
It's junk science.
It's still science.
It's okay. We're gonna have to continue this talk at a later point. But I mean, money always helps. I mean, money may not be the best end goal, but it makes so many things easy.
Yeah, we could buy some ponies. Trans-dimensional ponies.
Theoretically, sure. I mean, I feel like we probably
trans-dimensional ponies. Now that would be interesting.
Or we could just grab a beverage from
does Sister
that
Nora
bar you were talking about before. They're more.
Hold on. Does Sister Nora, do you have trans-dimensional ponies to give us?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Oh, shit.
Do you have them for us to buy with gold that you give us?
Right. Could you tell us where to buy them if you gave us enough gold?
The only place I could think that might have such a thing would be the Fae of the Neverwinter Wood if they survive the takeover.
Well, that pretty much seals it. I suggest we go to the wood.
Go to the Fae? Yeah.
You want to talk to the dragon? Maybe we get a pony.
Sure. Yeah. Sister Nora, do you have anything that will ingratiate us to the denizens of the wood?
I want to ride a pony.
We'll get there. Well, Sister Nora, do you have anything that will make us welcome guests of the Fae in the wood?
Well, I would say if you make it to the Fae with with Venom Fang, and that would certainly ingratiate you.
Okay. Do you have anything that can help us get Venom Fang?
I
Like
think if we go to
dragon
the
arrow?
woods, she's going to find us.
Well,
What
but
is it you think you
not
might
in a-
need? We could supply you with some uh, healing droughts.
would certainly help. And I feel
Right.
like our knowledge is worth far more than that, but that's certainly a start.
What about hundreds of men? That might be helpful.
Archers, yes. Tall ones that I can hide behind.
Full-sized humans.
Yes.
I seriously doubt that hundreds of men would actually be of use to you.
I mean, I feel like they couldn't hurt.
Well, except they are much easier to detect, and her breath is sufficient to take out huge swaths of men at one swoop.
What about 100 halflings?
I think what she's trying to say more is that we'd be better off relying on stealth than numbers.
Yeah, halflings are really stealthy.
Right, but there aren't any halflings. They're only short humans.
I'm right here.
Dude,
I'm super stealthy. Can I go invisible right now? Yeah.
Yes, you can if you so choose.
Yes. So I'd like to punctuate the statement of I'm super stealthy by just disappearing for like 10 seconds.
Right, so as you can see, we've got all the invisible people we need. We'll certainly take some healing draughts. If I'm remembering the greens, those are the poisonous dragons.
Correct.
Do you have any, like, no poison draughts?
We could probably find some of those. I'm not sure how many we have on, just randomly lying around, but they are quite popular for the folks who do go that direction. But I'm sure we can find some.
Oh,
What?
Carl seems to have dropped.
He said he'd be back.
Yeah, he was here for a while. He laughed at a
Probably.
joking.
Lost his power cord.
Right. That seems likely. So I believe Sister Nora was about to hook us up with a bunch of poison resistance droughts.
She was going to find what she could, yes.
As many as a halfling can carry. So like 3.
That seems good.
And actually, if it's okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to take a short break.
Okie doke. Haha, halfling joke.
I don't get it.
All right. We'll take 5.
Yeah, going to the bathroom would be fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
Okay, I'm back. What a miss.
You and me both. What do we all miss?
So you dropped out, so I took the opportunity to go to the bathroom.
Oh, good for you, brother.
Yeah. And then now everyone's quiet.
Oh,
Am I quiet?
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Wait, Ken's back. Oh, shit.
Andrew of the Hill People.
Island.
Sing with me. Andrew.
Both are of the hill people.
I thought you were too young to know that.
I've never actually seen, so I certainly didn't see it live, but I've seen clips, I think with Kevin Nealon.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know why I know that.
Just shut up, kid. I love you, Andrew. Sorry. I don't mean to be
I know, you're fine.
I do.
You do what?
I do mean what Carl said. Shut up, kid.
Sorry. I had to plug my computer in and come back because I was at 2%.
Yeah, I mean,
10% now.
You like your computer like you like your milk?
I don't like milk at all.
What?
No milk.
I feel like we had this conversation.
Yeah, we did. Milk is not my friend. But as long as we're just having conversations, because I'm guessing Corey is not here. Corey! Nope, he's not here. I'm oh, what was that? Somebody came in?
No, I think somebody who's not muted received a voice or a Facebook message.
Yeah, it's Nathan.
I'm here. What's up?
Hi, Nate. I used you as a shill in my Nope. I'm not going to finish that statement because you know what? I have dogs. Come here, buddy. Yeah, my 3 legs.
She doing all right? Living large with her 3 legs?
Yeah, she doesn't care. Yeah, I was really worried that was going to be a bad thing for her, but she really doesn't care. Except that it allows her to eat food because she's a dog and she wants food. So yeah, my 3-legged dog.
Yeah, good, because most dogs require all 4 legs to eat.
Where the hell were we? What were we doing? Were we doing something? I'm so sorry for dropping out.
We're going to get trans-dimensional ponies.
Nice.
Right. We are going to, I may not have caught everything, but we're going to go to the field in the woods, and the best way we can ingratiate ourselves is by bringing the severed head of Venom Fang. The last part may have been a bit made up, but if we bring them Venom Fang, that they will like us, and then they will be able to tell us where we are. Was that what it was?
Trans-dimensional ponies.
Right.
Yes, trans-dimensional ponies.
That's right. That's who's going to get us the Right.
Did you hear everybody's now back? Is that what I heard?
Everybody's now
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Go kill a dragon or make friends with it and kill a bunch of elves to steal their ponies.
Ooh, yeah.
Ponies, that's what matters, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, that's the end goal.
All right,
And I know I initially said it was to find out what happened to Kipling, but no, it's always been ponies.
I'm glad I could introduce you to that goal.
All right,
I mean-
so you're allowed to prepare. They send you 8 potions of 3d8 plus 5 healing
All right. Everybody takes 2.
Yep.
Yep.
They find 2 potions that will help you against poison. They will, in essence, give you advantage on your saving throws against poison.
All right. Oh, dwarf doesn't take it because dwarves already hate poison. So one of you 3 can have them.
Dibs.
Just drinks them both right there.
No. I do taste one to see what it tastes like. I assume it's licorice.
Urine.
Wow, that's unpleasant. I do not recommend anyone else take these.
Well met. Well met. Yeah. I guess we make our way. We give them their day to ponder, and we go along. I guess, right?
Yep. To the woods.
Who took the other potion?
I took the second.
Should not be able to be in existence. Dragon.
Are there this one? Are there not dragons where you're from?
Makes no sense. Once.
Did you just say it makes no sense, this one? Or did what you say makes no sense?
To kill dragons.
Well, I think it was one we befriended.
Should not be.
Right, well, once we get to the wood mart, I suggest you go in and scout it out all invisible-like and come back and tell us useful bits.
Absolutely.
I mean, useful, debatable. But yeah, sure. Yeah, I can go and I can scout. It's a thing I can do, totally, as a halfling.
Right. Like,
And
and if you could get the dragon mad and get it to fly away to Neverwinter where someone will conveniently shoot it for us while we enjoy its treasure, that would be ideal. I hear that works.
I can try. We'll see. It could just lay waste to Neverwinter. You may not actually get shot.
That's true.
Is that worth the
Check
risk?
for a weak spot too, and then make sure you tell every bird you see, because they're
Well,
nosy little bastards.
I don't speak with birds.
They'll speak with you. You just say it if you see a bird.
That's not a thing that works.
Hey, again, it's all part of dragon slaying lore.
While you're talking, this one is going to, this is going to try and sneak forth to take the dragon by storm.
We are not that.
It's literally a wide open plain. Do you think the big lizard thinks we don't see him?
This one has no clue. Nor does he have any dice.
You're capable of going to
As
attack.
we enter hour 3 of the saga of Carl and his dice, or lack thereof.
Hang on a sec. I've got a magic dice roller somewhere. Oh, crap.
I rolled an 8 for you, Carl.
What?
I rolled an 8 for you.
Okay. Thank you, Nathan. It's an 8 plus 2. So 10 to sneak up on the dragon.
Are we? How? Wait, where are we? I
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on.
I love that for so many reasons.
I love you, Nathan. Thank you.
You can have a point of inspiration for making us all laugh, Carl.
You want now?
You can have a point of inspiration for the chuckle.
Okay. I don't even know where that goes anymore. I truly don't, but have fun. This one is sneaking up on the dragon with a 10.
So you're just going to start sneaking right there at the edge of town, and
Don't stop until you hit dragon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just wait for him.
So happy this is happening.
This plan seems too good to fail.
Oh, yeah, shut up.
Join him.
Oh, shut up. This one thing
basically you all walk through the gate,
is.
and immediately, in my mind, this one drops to the ground, begins soldier crawling through some like foot-high grass over the
Can be, yeah. That's
tail sticking up.
Yep.
Right. So Fear is going to cast a ritual, Tensor's floating disc, and get this one to army crawl on top of the disc so that the rest of us can move while he's sneaking. So the disc will fly low, so he thinks he's still sneaking, but he's moving at a normal rate with the rest of us.
No. This one is well ahead of you. I appreciate your efforts.
All right. I guess you're so dumbfounded you move quickly.
If anyone knows my D&Ding, it's that I love to commit suicide, and here I am. I have moved forward prior to your being able to do that.
All right.
Well, the only issue with that is that we are very, very far away from the dragon.
Well, shut up, Andy.
We're trying to assist you.
You're very disappointing to me, Andy.
I get that a lot.
So seeing he's far ahead, then Fear's going to cast Phantom Steed to pull the floating disc to the point of catching back up with this one.
Nice.
And then we'll continue to the forest edge, and then we'll let this one get off the disc and continue until he hits dragon.
What if this one doesn't want to be on that disc?
I think you slid it underneath you and you don't have a choice.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry?
It's kind of like picking up a lizard with a plate or something to put it outside.
Yeah. You're in Galveston. You understand this.
Exactly. So, you don't have a choice. You're going outside.
Okay. Man, what's happening? For God's sake.
I really don't know. I can't stop laughing.
So
I've given up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the right choice.
Hooray.
And you know what? I forgot I have a familiar, but you've got a badger on your head too.
Wait, what?
There's a
Got a
cat
badger
flying
on
next to
your
you. Oh, Jesus.
All right.
This is so good.
We're at the forest edge. There's a dwarf on a spectral horse. There's a lizard on a plate.
I'm gonna...
And I guess in true plate fashion, we'll just kind of flip it so that the lizard's now in the forest.
There's a human with a flying cat, and a very small with
a very small human
with a dark shadow hovering about him. Well done. Well done.
Is he Peter Pan?
This doesn't strike fear into the heart of that dragon. I don't know what will.
Is your character Peter Pan?
No.
Not you, Carl, but Mort. I mean, Mort's
Maybe.
a boy who will never grow up. He's got a shadow that's not attached.
No.
It's attached.
No.
I put it on myself.
Do you have a lot of thimbles?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Just wanted to establish. All right, good. I've got a much better mental image for how fucked up this group is.
Yes, it's so fucked up, dude. It's great.
Peter Pan, the Hawaiian T-shirt.
Let's see if anybody's made that image.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, surely someone has.
I've missed this so much.
Love you, Corey. So what's happening? I'm really
I don't know anymore.
no. None of us do. That's why I'm asking the DM.
I gave you my answer a minute ago.
He gave up.
All right. Well, as this bizarre. Okay, here we go. Stop me if you want to, sir. But this bizarre path takes this one, and has picked him up, and he's going to hiss a lot because that's what he does. But in the meantime, he's going to turn into a. Give me a minute. He's turning into some kind of critter. Because that's what a druid can do. He has totally turned into a large cat. And this large cat is riding the tensor disc. I'm not sure what he's riding on, actually. And that's probably the point that we can all roll initiative. I don't know.
Are you gonna hack us?
Sure,
All right.
go for it.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Fight the forest.
Nathan, would you roll initiative for me, please?
Okay. Well, then you rolled a 19 plus whatever your dex is.
I have a 21 on my initiative. Thank you.
All right. I got a 2.
I'm going to
Oh, 4.
here now for
Who,
just
if anyone, took the poison potions?
I took
we
one,
actually-
and I think Mort took the other.
Yeah, so I definitely have one. Are we actually close to the dragon right now?
I don't know. Carl's in charge.
oh god damn, we're all screwed if I'm in charge.
Charles in charge of our days.
Days and our nights.
And our lives.
So we're imminently approaching the dragon, I assume. Then
Carl, are you in there approaching the dragon?
That's what I thought was happening.
Okay.
I thought that I was riding in on some kind of tension disc or something, as the dragon was there. Gosh, I wish I was Huck because I could talk to it, but I'm not. So ain't no talking. I'm literally, as a lizard, I am offended by the presence of this fellow.
But
So
okay.
I want to.
I'm going to interrupt for a second. Did
That's okay.
anybody in this group actually met Venom Fang?
No.
no, I'd be
No.
remotely old enough, and I have not.
Huck would have. Corey's early character would have, and that's it.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
So as I see this one inching towards the dragon on Tensor's floating disc. I want to.
Stop it. I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you, brother. Cat. Stop.
Corey, I'm telling you, you're familiar.
I'm sorry.
Oh. I'm going to turn invisible and try and sneak over towards the dragon ahead of this one.
Okay.
And I'd like to start whispering sweet nothings into its ear.
Okay. You're sneaking up right up next to it?
This is a good way to lose a character, but yes.
What's your sneaky?
Oh, probably not good enough, but let's find out. Maybe. Stealth is...
You have advantage.
Okay. Nat 20 with a plus 10.
Nice.
The hell was that? Okay, I'm going to assume that you seem to think that you're doing a pretty good job.
Okay. It's unexpected. So, whenever I can get
all the party members roll me a perception.
Perfect. Carl rolled you a 9 plus whatever his wisdom is, and Fear rolled you a 15.
Okay.
And I rolled a 24. 16 plus 6.
Tristan, you think you see a shadow kind of blinking in and out up right next to Venom Fang?
And Tristan just kind of observes that and just kind of nods.
It looks like a very small human.
Yes, I'm sure this is about an 8-year-old.
Yep.
8-year-old with a Burt Reynolds mustache and a Hawaiian shirt.
Hell yeah.
The shadow does not have a Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian leather armor.
But he's got a mustache, right?
Yep.
Big old shadow stash.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I think that the stash is canon, for sure. So, I would like to... is Venom... I assume Venom Fang's kind of like laying sprawled on the ground, waiting for someone stupid enough to enter his lair.
Sure.
You should lick him.
I should not. It's how you get dragon diseases.
Okay. We're definitely that conversation's happening using the message spell.
Look, that was metagaming. I just want you to know that's how you get dragon diseases, Nathan.
Oh, there's no metagame there. This is all a conversation through message.
I don't respond. I'm busy sneaking.
I'm busy sneaking.
I am clearly devoting all of my attention to sneaking.
All right.
No time for your shenanigans.
That's fine.
You attempt to cast message on him. There's no connection.
Dang it.
Huzzah!
The phone's busy.
And my phone's dead.
Oh. Somebody cut the phone line.
Yes, that's probably a bad omen. But who knows? We'll find out. So, I'd like to sneak up next to Venom Fang and whisper into his ear.
Her.
Love you.
What did you whisper?
That's Nathan. I don't know. Whatever Nathan said is probably not correct. I will whisper into his ear. What? I can't even tell what you're saying.
It's
I
a
just
girl.
know that it's wrong.
Into whose ear?
Your ear.
Oh.
That's not. No, Venom Fang. I'm whispering to Venom Fang. God, I don't know.
I love you.
A girl dragon.
Um.
Pretty.
Yeah, I don't know what to. I would whisper that careful. One of your a small one of your kind is approaching. He's been misinformed by the humans. He may be angry, but be careful with him.
Okay.
No, so that's what I'm whispering to Venom Thing.
Mark just sold us down the river.
I sold one of you down the river. I'm trying to save him.
Let's face it. It's Andy's demo. It's okay.
But there's no humans in our party.
The dragon doesn't know that, and apparently I am basically a small human.
Yes, you are.
That seems to vary from time to time.
I agree.
Sometimes you're small human, sometimes you're not.
I mean, really, I'm never not. But did you catch any of what I was whispering into his ear, Ken?
This one, make for me a Constitution save.
Yes, sir.
You rolled a 6, Carl. Probably want me to stop rolling for you.
Please stop rolling for me because I have a dice now.
Oh, how exciting.
I know. It's fun.
Roll your own die.
But let's go with that. Is this a Constitution saving roll?
That is correct.
Constitution. I'm going to take that 6 plus 3, so 9.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to allow or accept everything Nathan rolls for me. So, 9.
3.
What's up?
Gotta get more dice. 7, 8, 9.
I
I
think the
gotta
dragon's
count
gonna
some more
kill
dice. 10. Come on now.
I hear a lot of noise on your end, sir, and no actual definitive.
I have to count out more dice.
Yeah.
I now have my 12 dice.
Oh, God.
Now I have to roll them somewhere.
Roll them all.
Most of them will be ones.
Oh, I suck. 4,
Do you?
10, 20,
That's not sucking.
30,
Yeah, that's even better.
35 points of poisony damage.
Poison?
Yep.
Minus 35? All right.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
As the
And
dragon
one
opens
goes,
one eye, and just
a lot.
blatantly sees your tail sticking up in the grass on the disc, and a gout of flame bursts forth. Or not flame, but poison.
Poison flame.
Let me just say, what kind of damage was that?
Poison.
Oh, this one has no. Move on. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought this one would have some kind of.
Resistance.
No, and he doesn't. So, move on. Let's go.
All right. So you know
Was
what?
that the right number? 25?
That everybody rolled earlier. Carl, you're running the initiative. It's your encounter, so go ahead.
Okay. I am a cat of some kind, which is the fun thing about being a druid. I'm going to try and bite that guy.
No. You're not hearing me, Carl. You need to run the initiative.
Yes, sir. Wait, what?
You had us roll initiative earlier. This is your
I did.
combat.
Hmm?
You run the initiative.
I'm a cat of some sort.
Determine whose turn it is in initiative.
It's Carl's turn.
Right, and my druid is going to eat it. Which the fun thing about being a druid is that this damage will go away as soon as I'm not a druid. But I'm a druid right now, so I'm catting up. Nathan,
Yes,
roll me a d20, please.
you got a 13.
Okay, that's a 13 plus ducks and things. Do I hit? I don't care if I don't. Do you need another ducks?
Yeah, probably, or at least a close estimate of the ducks.
Let me get there. 13 plus 3.
That'll be a miss.
Oh, okay. So my cat ducks misses, and he goes, "Row, row," and I miss, which is fabulous, right? And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Well, my initiative was a 18.
Sir, do what now?
Well, you're running the initiative. Mine was an 18. You probably want to get everyone else's initiative to see where they go.
Fear rolled a 4, Carl.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. What did I roll a 4 for?
Initiative. You're tracking initiative according to Ken. You're in charge of that.
Oh, no. We already did an initiative.
Right. You have it noted who goes when?
Ken, say again.
Do you have it written down who goes when?
My initiative was.
Tell me something. You went first. That's what you just did.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Corey and Andy, what did you roll?
Gentlemen?
Mort rolled a 9.
You had us roll the initiative, Carl, so you're running the initiative. You're running the combat.
Andy, I'm sorry, Nathan rolled my initiative, which was a 21.
Right. So you went first.
Yes, sir.
And then Venom Fang has an 18.
So I'm pretty sure he's next. But
Mort has a 9.
And Fear has a 4. So Tristan, where are you?
Are you muted, Corey?
Corey?
Tristan.
I've been talking to you the whole time and haven't realized I was muted. So I'm also an 18.
Nice. You had been muted the whole time.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Go ahead, Corey. I mean, Carl's running this initiative, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, can I go now, Carl?
I'll help him. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I am going to let's do the fun thing or the dumb thing.
Yes.
Yes, let's do that. I am going to cast Hex on it. Sure, why not? We'll just do that. That sounds like fun. And then I'm going to that will be by turn. No, it's a bonus action. So then I'm going to shoot.
Does it get a save?
And I'm going to say, hey,
does it get a save or anything?
No, it just happens. It's it's the thing that adds 1d6 to my damage.
one that affects its saving throws
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get a thing for that. And then he just looks at Venom Fang and goes, "We're not really here to fight you. That's what we're doing today. We'd actually like to have a conversation." Something you're interested in, Venom Fang?
Strange way to start a conversation.
Yes, we're a strange lot. And because I know you're quite old and quite learned. There is a small human standing next to you, so that you don't step on him. You may not even see him there, though. I don't know how to start this conversation, and then he just info dumps all of the stuff of what we've been doing.
You got to give me a few points. Give me
6 seconds.
What would be the most important 2 or 3?
Yeah, that we've been planar traveling, and that she does such a great job of instilling fear throughout the land, and that's very impressive. And but that we are have been told that there's going to be a great blight to this plane by a demigod, and yeah. So if you want to kill us now, I guess that is a thing, but you also might just want to help. Was that 6 seconds of talking? That was a lot of talking.
It was like, she looks over at the shadow creature. What do you have to say, since we're talking?
Oh, you can see me. That's awkward.
Well, she's looking towards you, but not necessarily because you talk to her.
Okay.
No, where you know.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So without dropping the shadow, I'll whisper, still in her ear, basically. Yes, there's much danger afoot. It would be wise of you to use these creatures to help you out.
These creatures. And what use are they? What skills do they have?
Well, I assume you don't want to handle everything by yourself. They can, with your help, of course, can attack the darkness that's approaching. Surely you felt it. I can't be the first harbinger of this.
Give me a whatever diplomacy is, or bluff, or whatever you're trying to do.
Persuasion.
Okay.
Fuck. Can I do anything else? Can I do acrobatics? Can I jump around? It's a 13.
Jumping.
A 13 with a 0 modifier.
You see her kind of well up a little bit. Of course, I felt something.
I knew you would have.
Tell me more about it. What you are using.
It wants to destroy everything that you
looks. She turns and looks at Fear.
Oh. Oh dear.
Right, was that a cue for me to tell you more things?
Yep.
Well, do you have a table or anything a little more presentation worthy than this glade here? A dragon as powerful as yourself has to have some sort of lair. It's just the presentation's going to be easier if we've got, the proper setting.
There's that disc over there. Could you use that?
Sure, I guess. If that's all we've got, we can make do. And so he'll bring the disc over and
set it up at a slightly angled leather, pointing towards the dragon's head. And out comes the map. And very much the standard spiel that's been developed to tell everyone of all the crazy things that we've been doing, but most particularly dealing with the crazy invasion stuff. So we'll look at this world, we'll go back a few worlds, we'll note the differences. And you see the key difference here is this invasion of the shadow creatures that's coming. And you see here in this world, they're fighting them, but they're not really very unified, and there's only, what, maybe 100 of them. But if we get a little more and think bigger, look, all of them are little humanoids. If we get the dragons on our side, this plane can be saved. And I think you, being a denizen of this plane, might be interested in that. Maybe. Eh?
And what do you say? And she glances over at this one. Meow. Carl, is he with us?
Yeah, I think he's still here. Yeah, he's still here.
Come back to
Carl, are you there, buddy?
Tristan.
Yes.
So, that was a nice story, but you didn't answer my question. What use are you?
He's a traitor.
To a being such as you, I'm not sure they're Elder Dragon.
More.
I am. Oh, sorry. I was continuing to talk. It's okay.
Talks over you and just ignoring your talking. She looks at Morton and says, "And you think?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what value you bring? Why I shouldn't just dispatch you for entering my territory uninvited?"
You can get into spaces that you can't. You got any low doors? Low shelves? March your man.
She kind of swipes out a wing and an arm at a nice thick tree, and she's like, "Doors I have no problem with." She swats the tree and breaks it in twain, flings it across the forest.
Right, but there are some things that you might want to handle with slightly more finesse. Now, you look like a discerning creature, one who might have taste in some of the finer things in the world. Stop me if I'm wrong. Might you find shiny things enticing?
These shadow things have a lot of fragile bits that I would want to save.
Well, I think it's more saving your own fragile bits from the shadow things. And of course, if there's an interplanar invasion, there'll be a bit of chaos afterwards. Plenty of room to further expand your dominions here, which I've been told are growing quite large and impressive.
So you're telling me I want to support this invasion?
No, I'm saying you want to support repelling the invasion so that you can take advantage of the aftermath.
As you've said, I'm pleased with the rate of my expansion.
Right. The problem is, if the invasion comes, you'll stop expanding because you'll stop being.
What does that have to do with fragile things?
Oh, well, I'm just saying that Morty's very handy with fragile things.
What are you lot going to do to improve the situation?
Well, we're going to get your help.
Going to get what?
Your help.
So you're going to help me by getting me to help?
I mean, yeah, it's one of those basics. We help those who help themselves kind of thing. We're more messengers. But as you've seen by our ferocious cats and Are you a lizard again, Carl, or are you still just cats?
He's not here.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Carl's not here, man.
Yeah, so as you can see by our ferocious cats, we have quite the arsenal at our disposal. One of our cats has wings. You ever seen that before?
Well, I can't say that I have. I'm not.
Right. And so don't you think that maybe we'll have a few more surprises in store? You're a dragon. You kind of just wear it all out on your sleeve. Us smaller mortal folks, we got to keep a few things hid. Diamonds in the rough, if you will.
She stands up and walks over towards Tristan and kind of puts her nose up to the cat, the winged cat. Kind of sniffs at it. This is a trick up your sleeves?
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's surprising.
Offer? What?
I'm just saying it's surprising. It's more of a harbinger of other things that are also surprising that we might or might not have.
If you want to convince me, you're going to have to come up with more than a winged pussycat.
Well, there's that other cat, too.
No one that was trying to sneak up on me.
Yeah, the one that I tried to warn you about. Yes.
Yeah. That's what you have to offer.
Like I said, there's more than that, but we can't tell you because then you won't be surprised later at the appropriate dramatic moment.
I don't like surprises.
Right, but, you know, it's important in any sort of plan or battle to have some surprises up your sleeve. Because if you just show up with everything on the field, then they're just going to show up with everything you got +1. It's basic military tactics.
Do they have a military where you come from?
Oh, yeah. Full of surprises.
And highly funded.
He looks down at Tristan. Are you more convincing than he?
I possibly. I have the backing of the Elysium.
Oh, the mighty Elysium. Hiding behind their dimensional orb.
And if
She looks up at her and says, this doom of which you speak.
Yeah.
Will it take Elysium?
Well, eventually, but Elysium's kind of way back in the back, you know, how they usually are.
And Tristan just giggles and goes, I would like to see them try.
Oh, it sounds as you have all you need. You being a child of Elysium, you just bring your guardians and deal with the problem. Why is it a problem now? Why haven't you already done that?
Because Taliesin, the one that I serve, he said he basically told me that he would only intervene if it was absolutely necessary.
Seems like the destruction of all that is and all that was would fall in the necessary category. Wouldn't it?
I think that may be true there.
We think that this talisman perhaps is not all that he claims to be. I wonder.
It's possible.
I mean, he's certainly not as great as you are, Venom Fang.
You likely speak true.
I mean, I wouldn't dare lie to someone as great as you. All we offer is a chance to extend your power a little bit in areas you wouldn't otherwise go. Obviously, we're no match for you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here in this manner. You're clearly more powerful than us, but there are a few places we can go that you can't without attracting the attention that one of your power and magnificence would attract.
So you're offering to swear your fealty to me. Do as I command.
If it keeps us from being eaten, yes, of course.
Can you do that? And he looks at Tristan.
Pardon me?
Is your fealty there to be sworn?
To the Elysium or the Garden House?
To me.
Are you asking me to make you my patron?
No. But will
Are you
you
asking me if I'd serve you
that
to
is
save to save this plane, if this is the even one that we need to save? I would love to have a dragon as my ally.
And you? Looks at Fuhrer.
I was thinking more of a partnership, not necessarily on equal terms. I can do this, and Fear splits into 4 different duplicate images of himself. It's not quite the same mass that you put out, but I mean, I can be in a lot of places at once.
Oh, cool, mirror image.
But is fealty all you're interested in?
Well, how can you serve me if you don't serve me, so to speak?
As I said, it's more about serving with you.
He looks back at Mort. He says, You will give me fealty?
Yeah, I don't have any other commitments right now.
And
Why not?
what do you have to offer? He looks at Tristan.
I have to offer my ability, and
You will do as I say?
if it makes it so that we win this battle, and we are not your slaves at the end, absolutely.
I'll just have to jump in for Carl then. He looks back and he sees that the cat creature has
Probably taking another swipe at the dragon.
What's that?
I said the cat is probably taking another swipe at the dragon.
It probably would have, but it seemed to have passed out.
Ah, yeah.
What of him?
He really grows on you once you get to know him.
Hmm.
And you kind of look alike. I think there's a lot you two could bond over.
He looks back at Fear. Fear. I ask you once more. Do I have your fealty?
And Fear is going to cast Misty Step, land on top of the dragon, say, "You have my axe," and then smack him hard for let's see, that's a 20 2 to
That'll
hit.
hit. Yep.
All right, let's do this. And that is going to do a lovely 10 points of damage.
Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus!
All right. The dragon glances at the two of you. If you do not interfere, then I will take your word. And it turns around, but due to being on its head, she can't bite you, but she is gonna give you a couple of wing buffets.
Okay.
How much damage, Ken, did it look like that attack did to this dragon?
Looked like a pretty good axe whack to the head.
I mean, did it look like it affected the dragon at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was being serious, not facetious. It looked like a good solid axe blow to the skull. It didn't look like it was. It looked like he swung well, and it looked like it did a good bit of damage. Didn't seem to have DR or anything that affected that. Is that your question?
Basically, I'm trying to get an idea of, without trying to ask you like how many hit points the dragon has.
It could take several to many of those.
Right. So that's kind of the thing. Like, having seen this pretty impressive swing, and then seeing the effect it has on the dragon. And so, all right, as a player, not a character, I'm pretty sure that Nathan is doomed. I'm trying to figure out if the character would figure that out.
You're pretty damn sure that, based on what you know of dragons, that the four of you would have a difficult time taking it out. The three of you are going to have a very hard time taking it out. And he by himself have to get very, very lucky.
Let's get physical. Wizard and melee range.
And while you're thinking on that, all right, so I forget. Do I need to tell you what I rolled to hit? Is that how it works? Because of your shield spell and stuff?
First thing that's going to happen is mirror image before shield spells.
Is that a bonus? Oh, because you already have it up, right?
Right. So if you hit me, which my AC is, I believe, 16. Yeah.
All right. So she did hit you once. Now I have to roll a 1 out of 4 to actually hit you, or is it 1 out of 5?
I roll a d20.
Okay.
Higher than 6, it hits one of them, and this thing tells me which one it hits.
Right.
Okay, so it destroys one of my images.
Okay. And
Down
missed their other attack, but she does manage to move around in such a way she'll be more effective, have better attack opportunities next time.
All right.
So, Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I would like to stare blindly at Fear and try to figure out what the hell he's doing.
All right. I think you would be next, Mort.
I would like to find a tree to lean up against and just watch.
All right. Fear.
All right, I am going to cast. I'm gonna put my hands up on its temple and cast Shocking Grasp. It's gonna be great.
Super effective, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, so we're at 18 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. I do a whopping 5 lightning damage, and it's got no reaction until the start of its next turn.
Is that damage? Is that level based at all?
It is, but it's already gone up for level 5 and above.
Okay, so it's reached its max already.
Yeah, it started at 1d8 and now it's 2d8.
All right.
That
was 5, you said?
Yep. You just keep ticking down from however many hundreds it has.
You're doing it, Nathan. You're doing it.
Doing it. Peace.
All right, so the other 2 of you just can join in whenever you would like.
Nope, hard pass.
Just FYI, letting you know.
Yeah. Just Tristan is just going to kind of sit with his cat, just kind of sit down on the ground and enjoy the show.
All right, so if it does a breath weapon, how does that affect your images?
I don't actually know.
Does it have to roll to hit?
What's that?
Does it roll to hit, or is it an area of effect?
The area of effect.
Then it wouldn't. I don't think it matters then.
Well, but I'm saying it definitely is going to hit him, but would it get rid of the other images?
I mean, just to be clear right now, I'm behind its head.
Well, but I was saying it's maneuvering such as to where it can get.
It's going to hotbox itself, Nathan. Just deal with it.
Oh, that sounds great. I will allow it.
I'm not sure it's going to actually do that yet or not. I'm just trying to figure out what would happen.
I think it makes sense for it to hit all of them, and they've got their separate ACs, so I think I can make this work. Just let me know when you want to do it. Their AC is 12, so assuming you do that.
It's a breath weapon, so
right. So that's a
would have to do with
so they've all got your stats, I assume.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, if it happens, I'm just gonna say it hits them all.
All right. Well, for right now, we'll just do another round of melee first. All right.
All right.
So it will it's gonna try to claw you.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if that hits a duplicate. And it hits a duplicate.
All right.
And
it's gonna claw you again.
All right.
Oh, that's only a natural 19. That'll hit.
Okay, well, let's get rid of my last duplicate. Nope, that hit me.
All right. So
I will
nearly enough.
Shield is my reaction.
All right, so it's 26.
Okay. Of melee damage.
10 points.
10 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that runs into my ward and does damage to it.
I'm going to do dexterity save to see if it can fight you. As it's trying to maneuver for that. It seems like a reasonable.
Yeah, I think I could make an animal check to stay on top of it.
Make a what?
An animal handling to stay on top of it. I think that's.
Is that okay? Go ahead before it.
Mounted. I mean, I'm
riding a fucking dragon.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now, and it's gonna be great.
Yay! God, I wish we had fans so we could get fan art of it.
Okay, I got a 12 for bunking dragon.
I'm gonna say I'll do that against its dex roll, and
sure.
allows it to bite you, or not you. We'll see. Ooh, what is your armor class?
16.
Oh, it misses.
That's right. Am I still on it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's disappointing.
So disappointing.
Yeah, that's seriously disappointing.
Question: am I swearing a fealty to this dragon?
Yeah, me too. Because it's being rolled.
I am going to cast Thunder Wave on top of its head. And so it's a 15-foot cube that does 2d8 thunder damage. So it makes a Constitution save. It's gonna make.
Yeah, it did.
All right. So it's gonna take a whopping 5 points of damage again. And there's gonna be a very loud boom above it, which I hope is annoying in some manner.
Tristan and Mort, are you annoyed by this loud boom?
Nah,
I mean,
I've heard of it.
Still perplexed that he's still alive, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, so claw. Oh, I suck. Don't make any y'all roll for me. Claw. That one in theory will hit.
Okay. Shield. Does that +5 change anything?
I guess it does. All right.
I guess it does. I love it.
Damn it, maybe this is the worst suicide ever.
Yeah, this is the worst one I've
Just
ever-
dragging it out. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna try to bite again.
Okay.
Give me a ride, dragon.
Ride dragon check.
Or you're not gonna win this one.
Natural 1. Natural
You're
1.
not gonna win this one. All right, it gets an automatic critical hit. No.
All right.
Oh my god. 12?
12 to hit.
I suck. Yes.
All right.
Phenomenal.
Saphir just sticks his axe and like holds its mouth open. And then he's gonna shock it inside its mouth. He's gonna grab 2 of its teeth and shock it.
Would you like some help, Dragon?
Come on, roll in the box. Okay, 15, does that hit?
What's that? A 15? No.
15.
No.
Okay, so my shock does nothing to it. So now we're equally ineffective.
Yeah. Can Mort jump in at this point just to help Venom out and just can I attack?
Mort can do whatever he'd like to do.
Yep.
I would like to roll an attack against Fear.
All right.
Yeah.
I just rolled with a critical miss, and then the game will be on.
All right, so I roll. So assuming am I still hidden?
Sure. Sure.
Just sneak-
I'll assume he doesn't expect an attack from you.
So all right, so I rolled a 16. Let me see if I get a nat 20 with advantage. I did not. So the 16 plus 6.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I do. Don't have all of my die. All right, so I've got 1d6 and an additional 3d6. So that's 6, 10, 15, 19 plus 4. So 23 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So as you've stuck your axe in the mouth of the dragon and you've grasped firmly onto both teeth, and you poured in a shocking grasp, out of nowhere, depending on what your hit points are and all that, a bolt comes through and strikes you in a potentially vital organ.
It was 23 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how vital of an organ it was, but depending on how much damage, that's how vital.
Wasn't super vital, but it wasn't not vital.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
You're already hiding.
So the way that works is using an action unhides.
Yeah, you're right.
So if I want to do this again next turn, I need to be hidden again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Why not? I am.
It's fun. Play Whack the Wizard.
Yeah, I moved my hex to fear. And I am going to shoot 2 bolts at him.
Wow.
Let's see if I can kill him like he killed my little buddy.
Some harsh.
Oh, this is bad for me. I rolled a 16 and a 17 on the die. And then that's plus let's see, what is that plus? That
One
is
of those
plus-
will not hit.
Oh, you shielded?
Yeah.
Well, so hold on. What's his plus though? If he's got a
Yeah.
+5,
No, I got it. I think it's bigger than that. I'm just looking. Hold on.
right?
Oh, you hadn't added your plus.
Yeah, +7. So
Okay.
it's a 24 and a 23.
Okay, what kind of damage are you doing?
They're Eldritch Blasts, so
Cool.
that is radiant damage.
Okay. So
And
on
so these are D10s. I got a 9 and an 8 plus my hold on, plus my charisma modifier, which is a 4. So 9 8 so 16 23 plus 2d6, which is a 6 and a 5. So that's 32 points of damage.
okay, but I'm gonna do absorb elements as my reaction. So half of that. So 16. What did you say? 32?
Yeah,
32.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so 17.
still 16.
16? Okay, cool.
That's how halves work.
I'm not doing maths. All right.
I can tell.
Anything else?
No, that's all I have.
For now.
And then I shout up to the Venom Fang. We are loyal, Venom Fang.
It's going to think turn. She's going to disengage and fly straight up in the air.
Okay.
Wait. But I just want to make sure I've got this clear in my head. Fear is inside of the dragon's mouth.
Yeah, this is even better. Just do your breath and just kill him. It'll be great.
When she opens her mouth to speak, he tumbles out onto the ground. You can roll to land on your feet if you want. And she says, "Finish it."
Oh, what? I mean, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for Venom Fang if she doesn't finish him off herself.
Yeah, you guys didn't go for equal partners. You went sworn as peons. Yet
Well,
again.
I will gladly finish this Venom Fang. And I use my last thing to fly up next to Venom Fang. Myself.
All right.
And I'm going to shoot you again.
Yeah, I get a turn at some point.
Nah, you don't get turns here.
Yeah, it is your turn.
I mean, look, here's the thing, Nathan. Carl is running this encounter, so
That's true. That's true. Oh, man, you know what?
pick it up with him.
Ken, I want to introduce a recurring villain to the campaign. And so Fear is going to cast Feign Death for when Kristen's next bolt hits him.
Yep.
And so he will appear blind, dead, and all that business for at least the next day. I mean, obviously the dragon could just eat him, but as I'm bowing out, I'm going to give you that option with that epic betrayal happening to fuck with these people. And that will be how Fear ends? Question mark.
That's awesome. I love it even more.
But seriously, Mort, that pamphlet, it's really convincing.
It's. I guess we'll never know.
Oh, it's there. It's the one thing you find clutched in his hand.
He saw
Almost
his imminent death. It's like, no, I can do one thing. Where's the pamphlet?
Exactly.
So good.
All right.
So I will allow Mort and Tristan to simply describe what happens in the next few seconds.
Are we ending the campaign? Because I'm really not super sad about doing that.
A conversation that is to be had.
Right. I think that kind of depends on if we find any other people to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think we'd have a problem finding other people to play, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to end the session right there.
Okay.
And then we'll describe exactly what happens to Fear when and if the next session occurs. But I'm going to kill the broadcast. Hi, Royce.
Good night.
Hey, Royce.
It's time for you to come back.
Hi, Andy.
What? No. Oh,
Bye, Brianna.
Good night, Carl.